All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to dive into a pretty powerful blueprint for taking that feeling of being stuck and turning it into a system for some real, profound personal change.
You know this feeling, right? It's one of the most frustrating things ever. You're putting in the hours, you feel like you're trying your absolute best, but the results, they're just not showing up. And then you look around, you see other people succeeding, and you just have to wonder, what's their secret? Well, here's the thing. There is no secret. There's just a system. And today, we're going to break that system down piece by piece.
So we're all kind of conditioned to look for the easy way out, right? That one secret hack, that lucky break. We see successful people and we just go, oh, they must have some innate genius. But that's the myth. The reality, and this is where it gets interesting, is built on things that most people find, well, boring. It's consistency. It's that mundane, day in, day out effort. And it's having a long-term vision.
Okay, so let's start by just tearing down this first major roadblock, right? This idea that amazing, exceptional results are just reserved for a special, gifted few. This quote right here, this is the core philosophy of the whole thing. It is so simple, but you'd be shocked. 99% of people just don't grasp it. See, real achievement isn't about doing something impossible. It's about taking simple, totally accessible actions, things that literally anyone could do, and just doing them more consistently than anyone else is willing to. That's it. That's the game.
You know, the legendary baseball player Ichiro put it perfectly. He basically said, if a genius is someone who can do things without effort, that's not me. But if a genius is someone who achieves something through immense effort, then I think I am. And that's the mindset right there. Success isn't some lottery ticket you're born with. No, it's forged in those unseen hours of relentless, focused, grinding work.
Okay, so before you can build anything that's going to last, you have to pour the right foundation. And that foundation, it's not your to-do list, it's not your planner, it's your internal belief system. And trust me, it operates on a very specific set of rules. Get this. Our own brains are basically wired against us. Seriously, they crave that instant dopamine hit from a phone notification or a funny video way more than the delayed gratification of working towards a big goal that's months or even years away. But understanding this, that's the first step to beating it. It's a game changer. You're not lazy. You're literally just fighting your own biology. And look at this flow. It's so powerful. Your thoughts become your reality. And no, it's not magic. It's a direct cause and effect chain. That first thought, that little voice that says, I can't do this, it just stops the whole process dead in its tracks. But a different thought, you know what? I can do this. That unlocks the door to action. And it's that consistent action that literally, brick by brick, builds the future you want.
So here's the bottom line. The really crucial point. What you genuinely believe is possible for you, that sets the absolute ceiling on what you can achieve. Think about it. If you believe you can't, you won't even try. Why would you? But if you truly believe you can, your brain starts working for you, looking for ways to make it happen. Your thoughts are, quite literally, the blueprint for your life.
All right, mindset is in place. Now it's time to actually become the architect. This is where we go from abstract belief to a concrete, real plan of action.
Okay, this method is a game changer. Seriously. It's one of the most powerful planning techniques out there. Instead of starting from today and just kind of hoping you get to your goal, you do the opposite. You start at the finish line and you work backward. A vague dream just transforms. It becomes a series of concrete, non-negotiable steps. And it completely eliminates that daily confusion of, what should I even be doing today?
Let's make this super concrete. Take this example. Getting 1,000 YouTube subscribers in a year. That sounds huge, right? Kind of daunting. But when you reverse schedule it, it just becomes a simple weekly system. Your goal isn't get subscribers anymore. No, your goal is upload a video on Sunday. That's it. And to do that, you have to edit on Saturday, which means you have to film on Friday, which means you need to research and script from Monday to Thursday. All of a sudden, this massive dream is just a simple, repeatable weekly process. Totally manageable.
So, the blueprint is drawn. The plans are laid out. Now comes the hard part.
the construction. This is all about execution. It's about what you do day in and day out, especially in those quiet hours when nobody else is watching. Okay, listen up, because this is key. The first hour of your day, what we call the golden hour, it sets the trajectory for everything that follows. Your brain is fresh, your willpower is at its absolute peak, and the world is still quiet. Wasting this time scrolling on your phone, it's like setting fire to your most valuable asset. This routine, it's all about protecting that asset and aiming it like a laser at your most important goal. Now, deep work. It's not just working. It's a state of intense, completely unbroken focus. And these aren't suggestions, they are rules, non-negotiable. Multitasking is a total myth. You're just switching tasks really fast, and it absolutely kills your productivity. Did you know a single notification can derail your focus for over 15 minutes? You have to protect your attention like it's the most valuable thing you own, because, frankly, it is. And this part is so crucial. Your progress has to be visible. You need to see it. A super simple checklist where you just mark off your daily actions, did my deep work, hit the gym, read for 20 minutes. It gives you this little hit of accomplishment. And seeing that string of check marks grow, it builds momentum. It makes you not want to break the chain. It's an incredibly powerful psychological tool to keep you consistent.
Okay, so we've covered the mindset, right? The blueprint for your ambition and the daily execution. Now let's bring it all home. Because in the end, it all boils down to a single choice that you have to make every single day.
All right, here's a pretty stark number for you. 99%. That's the percentage of people who start something new, a new habit, a project, a goal, who will eventually quit. They just fall off. Think about what that means. Just by refusing to quit, by continuing to show up when everyone else goes home, you automatically join the top 1%. Persistence becomes your greatest, and I mean greatest, competitive advantage. You know, we love the idea of that one big moment of transformation, that movie scene where everything changes. But that's not how it really works. Real change is built in the small, mundane moments. It's the decision to go to the gym when you're exhausted. It's choosing to work on your project when you feel completely uninspired. Every single one of those small yeses is another brick you're laying in the foundation of your new reality.
And really, that's the ultimate takeaway here. The future isn't some distant place that just happens to you. No way. It's being built right now, choice by choice, action by action. The things you do today, or the things you don't do, are the architectural drawings for the person you will become in 10 years. So the real question isn't what you want to be, it's who are you choosing to be right now today.